Hashai alalofaf mami mademoiselles. It is your coquette occultist, Prophetess Eve, and I am back with another video, just a little bit differently today. Honestly, this is like my 5th time recording this, and I'm hoping that it's working out. I've been having so many issues with my microphone. Also, if you hear any dogs barking in the background, please ignore them. I am in Alabama visiting family, and there are dogs literally everywhere. My dad does not believe in security systems. Today we are going to be discussing the spirit of Jezebel, more specifically, who is Jezebel, what is Jezebel, why is she important in the realm of hoodoo. Are you a Jezebel? Are you a daughter of Jezebel? Is she in your court? Like, why should you venerate Jezebel? What is going on with Jezebel? Who is Jezebel? Who is Jezebel? Who is Jezebel? Girl, let's talk about Jezebel. First of all, hoodoo is a Black American spiritual system that consists of venerating our Black American ancestors. When I say Black American, I'm speaking of the American ancestors whose blood spilled here on this American soil. This is all about root work. This is all about healing, prayer work, warfare, generational curse breaking. And on this channel, ladies and sometimes gents, we discuss this. We don't just discuss Black spirituality, but also Black spirits. And again, in this video, we will be discussing the very much Black spirit of Jezebel. Now, what is Jezebel? I'm going to tell you what she is not, okay? Jezebel is not a whore. Jezebel is not a whore. And I'm going to say it like a third time. Jezebel is not a whore. Jezebel is able to, yes, turn heads. She is able to adapt to any situation. She is a shapeshifter. She is able to allow any room to become hers. She attracts everybody, and oftentimes this is good, oftentimes this is bad. It really depends on the Jezebel and how she shows up in this said person's life. But Jezebel, she's just that girl. She can pull. She can. And it's not her sleeping with multiple men. Jezebel is not a whore again. It's not her, you know, giving herself away, just throwing her womb away. That's a very, very, very low, unvenerated version, unhealed version of Jezebel. If anything, Jezebel is assertive. Yes, we're going to keep it a buck. She is extremely controlling, but she is very demanding, very dominant. She's very alluring. She's not easily intimidated, but she's very intimidating, okay? Women don't really care for Jezebel. They get a little jealous when she come around. They're like, oh no, my husband is looking. But Jezebel is like, that's not my issue. I'm just being a woman. You know, Jezebel is going to put herself in any situation necessary to win. I'm sorry. Period. Jezebel is going to win. Jezebel is going to win. It is what it is. She will be the wife. Jezebel will be the mother. She will be the side chick. She will be the assistant. She will do whatever she has to do because she values social climbing. Because Jezebel wants what she never had before. She wants to be the princess. She wants to be the queen. You have to understand, in hoodoo, when it comes to a lot of our spirits, these spirits need to be venerated. Our ancestors went through a lot of trauma, you guys, and a lot of our ancestral spirits are integral, and it is up to us to utilize them in the best ways possible. Now, there's so many different ways that you can utilize Jezebel. Now, let me go ahead and explain before I go into this next part that Jezebel is not a spirit, she's a legion of spirits, okay? So there are very, very, very many different genres, very different types, very different looks of Jezebel, and different behaviors of Jezebel based off of your lineage again and who you are and how Jezebel influences you. Jezebel has a very strong feminine essence. Okay. Now, when I say she's not a hair hat hyena, she's not, oh, I ain't gotta do all that. A nigga still gonna want me. That's not Jezebel. Okay. Jezebel is going to put into herself. She is that girl. Okay. Now, yeah, she's quick to stand up to a man. She's not going to bite her tongue to a man. But because of her splendor, because of just who she is, like, a man will either conform and give her what it is that she wants, or he'll just get tired of her and leave. Okay, when it comes to Jezebel, see, Jezebel, everybody wants her. She's just so addicting. Her personality, her beauty, her body, just how she carries herself. Because Jezebel wants to be the light of the room. She wants to be the center of attention. Now, Jezebel is very good with discernment. She knows who's in her face. This goes hand in hand with shapeshifting, you guys. She knows who's in her face because she has to know who she has to become in order to manipulate this person out of receiving whatever it is that she feels will benefit her. She is the ultimate manipulator, the ultimate seducer, and the ultimate narcissist. She knows how to play with someone's mind. She's very good at gaslighting. And I'm not saying this is things that you should be proud of, ladies. I'm just saying that these are some of the traits of Jezebel. Okay. Jezebel doesn't believe in quote unquote obeying. However, she will submit if again is beneficial to her. You will find Jezebel in a hypergamous situation. Okay, let's not confuse it. She is not one of those women who say, I don't believe in marriage. Because Jezebel will get married. Now, again, you do have some Jezebels who have been through so much trauma, they don't see the need in marriage and they tend to stay away. These Jezebels tend to be the protector, the heavy protector of other women. You also have Jezebels who are protectors of the gays. This goes into men who operate out of the spirit of Jezebel. Now, you guys, when I say operate, understand in hoodoo in the old church that I am just speaking in terms of possession or mounting or a person walking with a particular spirit, be it Jezebel, Hijah, be it any spirit. Okay. So when you're dealing with a man, let's say a straight man who is operating out of the spirit of Jezebel, you are dealing with a very catty man. You are dealing with a very bitchy man. You're dealing with a man who goes back and forth with women. Your typical sassy podcast man. Now, a man who walks with Jezebel is 9 times out of 10 he's gay. Okay, I have never seen a straight man who walks with Jezebel and he was straight. I haven't seen it. They're all gay. Now, I've always witnessed your gay Jezebels and your gay big mamas. Okay, them gay big mamas, them boys right there. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Gay Jezebels. These are the ones. These queens are gonna get you right. Okay, Jezebel protects her gays. Jezebel protects women who cannot have kids. Jezebel protects children and just women in general. Jezebel is the Black American feminist archetype for the Black American woman. Now, again, women who operate or who walk with the spirit of Jezebel, they have a very strong influence over men. Oh my God, you guys. And again, like I said, this will make other women jealous. So again, Jezebel walks in the church with her red dress on and she's like, you can't judge me. Can no one judge me but God? I'm coming as I am. She has on her red dress, her red lips, her red nails, her red toenails. And she's sitting there and she crosses her legs at the knee. And all of the men, their jaws drop and their wives are just so upset because how dare she? Who does she think she is? She is never getting into heaven. Now ask yourself, has this ever happened to your grandmother, your mother, you and I? If so, 9 times out of 10, you have Jezebel somewhere hiding in your family. Okay? She's somewhere there and she needs to be venerated because an unvenerated Jezebel is not pretty. She's angry. She's upset. She operates heavy out of the spirit of jealousy. She's unkept. And then I call the young, unvenerated Jezebels hair hyenas. These are the, oh, it don't matter. Oh, we just have his baby. Put him on child support. And then you have your old, unvenerated Jezebels that I refer to as your old hags. And these are the women who are always speaking negatively against the young girls who are being beautiful. They're always trying to say, well, it didn't work out for me, so it don't work out for you. They're very miserable, very miserable. Debbie Downers. No one wants to be around them. And it's just, you have your unvenerated Jezebels, just like you have your venerated Jezebel. Like I tell you, a venerated Jezebel, baby, she's out here looking for a rich man to marry her so that she can have children born into wealth. Because again, Jezebel is doing everything to be put on top. Jezebel can give a voice to the women who do not have a voice, or that throat chakra not that the throat chakra not working right, baby girl. Jezebel gonna get it right. Sometimes you have to tell Jezebel to be quiet, because she will cause a relationship to fail. She will cause somebody to want to hurt themselves, because Jezebel has no bounds on what she says. One thing about it, two things for sure. If Jezebel's not going to get it out of you, she's going to get it out of someone else. She does not take no kindly at all. When I think of Jezebel, think of Aunt Moselle off of Eve's Bayou. The one that was doing the readings. Think of her. She's sitting at the table. She's reading the lady that had on the purple dress, and she created a mojo for her. Remember how Moselle had like 4 husbands, and they all just so happened to be unalive. Just so happened to be unalive. Beautiful, gorgeous, disciplined, a discerner. Can get any man she want, but they just cannot seem to stay alive. There's so many different types of Jezebels, and I call that Jezebel the Black Widow. You also have a Jezebel who was never able to have a child, who just never became the mother that she wanted to be. Now, the negative side to this Jezebel is she's angry, she's upset, she's hateful towards mothers. And then the positive side to this Jezebel is that she's a healer, she's a wound healer. You know, she's here to protect the wounded mother, the wounded womb. Again, there's so many different types of Jezebel. And when you're doing the research and you're doing the work on your own lineage and your own bloodline, and we're going through our family and we're figuring out what the generational curses are, what spirits are in our court, you don't know who to have to go to somebody else. Yes, you can go to somebody else and they can give you a reading. You know, it don't take no cards and no stuff to see it. I can look at a person and tell what spirit walks with them. You can do it yourself, especially if you are understanding of who the spirit is and what the spirit looks like when it shows up. Jezebel gives protection to the sex worker. She gives protection, again, to the wounded mother, just to the woman in general. Again, she is the feminist archetype for the Black American woman, but she is not against, okay? She is not against the Black man. And when you meet a Jezebel who is spewing hate towards the Black man, I offer that her Jezebel is not venerated, and it doesn't necessarily know its true power. Because, see, Jezebel can take a very traumatized and hurt Black man and turn him into a king just so that she can benefit. Because she sees something in this Black man, and she knows that if she nurtures it, she will benefit from it. Jezebel is the dark femme, the mystery, the intensity that she has. You even have your sirens, you have your coquettes, you have your doe-like Jezebels. And I feel like Jezebels are just looked over. I feel like we're looked over simply because of the fact that Black women who act a certain way or carry themselves a certain way, you know, who social climb or believe in social climbing, aren't necessarily looked at in a high regard by other Black women. So Jezebels are often looked over, and people normally go to the big mamas. The big mamas are the nurturers and the ones that everybody want to go and spill all their beans to and talk about, and the big mama gonna provide some good advice. And nobody wants to talk to the Jezebel, because the Jezebel, again, is very intimidating. Okay, when Jezebel comes around, Jezebel makes you look at yourself and ask, "Oh, do I look good right now? Does my hair look like that? Does my boobs look like that?" Jezebel makes you second guess yourself, and a lot of people can't handle that. Even men. Oh, do I got enough money to talk to a woman like that? Oh yeah, Jezebel's gonna make you question those things. Jezebel is effortlessly adaptive. She does not complain to her. She adjusts. She is the master manipulator. She is skilled in persuasion and influence. She can even bend those in authority to her will. She is not driven by fear. She does not shrink before men. She knows how to attract, control, and command them at her will without even trying. Those who got it, got it. You know, I know a lot of women say, well, oh, these don't do nothing for us. Black women ain't never. Stop speaking for all Black women, baby. Stop speaking for all Black women. That's just you. You're not me. You're not one of the daughters. You're not a part of the Bells. You're not a Mademoiselle. Sorry. You can't sit with us, and that's not bad. Now, let's look at this from a biblical perspective. Jezebel married Ahab, and Ahab was from a nation who worshiped Yahweh, but Jezebel didn't. Okay, she was with the Baal worship, and that thing was so good, y'all. Ahab said, "You know what? Damn Yahweh. You want me to build temples for Baal worship? Let's do it. You want statues, Wookie? Let's do it. That's what you want? Damn what my people saying. I'm gonna give my baby what she wants." See, Jezebel knew what she was getting into. She knew what she was doing. She knew who she was marrying, and she knew what she wanted to bring. She had an agenda. Jezebel always has an agenda. Jezebel has a plan for herself. Okay? Jezebel is not going to allow political identities and societal norms to create who she is and to dictate how she moves. She just can't. Jezebel is the big sis that everyone looks up to, everyone secretly wants to be, but everyone openly finds something to hate on when it comes to Jezebel. Understand that when you are a woman or a man who walks with the spirit of Jezebel, she is in your court, that these things are going to come with it. Okay, it also allows you to check yourself a bit. Sometimes when you do walk with the spirit of Jezebel, I have to do it myself. I have to ask myself, am I being too controlling? Am I being too demanding? I had to do that this past weekend with my husband, because when I ask for something, I want it when I want it. And I want it the way that I want it, not the way that you think I should receive it. And if it's any other way, everyone is going to have a horrible day. That is Jezebel. And sometimes you have to tell Jezebel to back off, sis. You're doing the most. Black seduction is everything. A black woman with sex appeal. And I'm not just saying a black woman who can look sexy, but I mean has pure sex appeal. I mean everything about her is alluring. Says a lot. It screams volume. You don't see that often amongst black women. I even offer that there aren't as many Jezebels as we think. You have a lot of women who believe that they are Jezebels because, oh, you know, I'll go out, I make videos, I do OnlyFans, I do this, that, and the other. That's not necessarily Jezebel. I'm not saying that Jezebel won't protect you, but let me go back on my word. I'm not going to say that it's not Jezebel. What I want to say is it's a very unvenerated form of Jezebel, and it's not a Jezebel that I would want you to dwell on. Yes, she protects you in that position, but she protects you because Jezebel has been there before. Black women, we have a very big history sexually that is very demented, it's very dark, and it's very traumatic. And Jezebel understands that. So yes, Jezebel protects women who have to take that route. Women who choose to take that route is quite different, because Jezebel is going to ask you why. She wants to be venerated. You're here now, but where can you take this? Where can you take this to where you're not just getting a little $5 here off of a subscription, but you're making thousands? If that's the route you're going to go, how can we make this bigger than what it already is, little sis, is what Jezebel is saying. Now, again, everybody's Jezebel is different. I know I speak a bit about my Jezebel on my page. My Jezebel is very messy, y'all. She's very messy, very seductive, but very, very messy, you guys. I call on her a lot when it comes to my readings, especially when it comes to my playing cards. She only shows up in my playing cards, which is crazy. I can't get her to show up in my tarot cards, but she shows up in my playing cards. But she's going to give me all the tea about your relationships. She's telling me all about your man. Oh, and she's going to tell me if you're lying. I told you guys Jezebel is the ultimate designer. She has to know who is in her face so that she knows who she needs to become in order to manipulate you. Same thing with to just understand who she's talking to. Jezebel knows who she's talking to. She knows she's talking to a bitter woman, a jealous woman, a hateful woman, a hurt woman. She knows that she's talking to an intimidated man, a weak man, a sassy man, a masculine man, the big dog, head honcho. She knows who she's talking to. She knows who to talk to, and she knows what rooms to go into in order, again, to win and to be seen, because she can conform those rooms to her liking. And yes, a lot of people refer to Jezebel as a witch because, yes, she can easily make, like, it's so crazy because everybody has their own form of manipulation, but the thing is, with the Jezebel, she's able to do it to a point to where it doesn't even look like manipulation. It doesn't look like narcissism. It doesn't look like what it is. It looks so effortless. It looks so easy. And you have women who will get upset with her because how are you able to do that? How are you moving up in position so fast and you're not doing anything but just being yourself? How are you getting all the attention from the men? How are you attracting the type of rooms that you are attracting? What is it that you're doing that I'm not doing? Jezebel is able to put herself in spaces that a lot of people wish that they could go to. Jezebel is favored. She's very favored. But understand, when you're dealing with the lesser venerated Jezebels, again, she can be used, she can be abused, she can be unheard, and seeking that voice. And if you are walking the very unvenerated Jezebel, you are out here and you're in a lifestyle that is very unconducive to a woman, especially to a black woman, given our history. Ask your Jezebel to show yourself to me and who it is that you want me to become as a woman. Okay, all Jezebels are going to have a past in one way or another. You're going to have a past. You're going to come from some type of hurt. You're going to come from some sort of trauma, some sort of pain. You're going to come from some place where, as a woman, you were demised. You were crumbled in your femininity. But Jezebel is going to offer a space for you to grow in it, not just grow. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially black women, look at femininity as weak. But Jezebel shows you that it's not weak. It's actually very strong and much stronger than the masculine. I know. Don't bite me for saying that. However, she shows you how strong the feminine is when you have control over it. She doesn't succumb to her emotions. No. She details every situation and strategizes how she is going to maneuver because she doesn't want to be seen as a victim. Oh no. Jezebel, she's over the victimhood. She's over the victimhood. She's ready for victory. Jezebel allows black women to be that strong, independent black woman without coming off angry, without coming off mad, you know. And again, yes, you do. You have some Jezebels who are so controlling to the point that it can be so off putting to just anybody. But I say, regardless of whether you're a hair hat hyena or old hag, if you have a Jezebel, that Jezebel has the ability to be venerated. If you're not going to venerate it, it's going to be venerated in one way, shape, or form. Whether it comes to you or your child, your grandchild, someone in your bloodline is going to venerate that spirit because the spirit of Jezebel wants to be venerated. The spirit of Jezebel says black women deserve luxury. Black women deserve to be beautiful, deserve to have sex appeal, deserve to be seductive. Now you have to ask yourself, as a black woman, do I feel like I deserve these things? Do I feel like I am in so much control of my magic as a woman, my femininity as a woman, because your femininity is your magic, that I can control everything around me? When you are able to activate that Jezebel within you, you can control everything. Now this can get dirty, you guys. Again, you have some women who can use Jezebel for so many different things. So many different things. You have women, I'm not gonna lie, my Jezebel used to be tricking. I stayed with tricks. Like, it's not hard for me to get a man to spend money on me. Like, I know a lot of black women complain about marriage. Oh, black men don't. My husband pays all the bills. He takes care of me. Like, my husband loves me. No, he doesn't abuse me. No, he doesn't beat me. I'm sorry, my Jezebel loves me too much to allow me to be in a situation like that. That wouldn't even dare happen. Being a daughter of Jezebel, being a daughter of Jezebel, a man would never. A man would hate to even think to raise his hand towards a daughter of Jezebel. Jezebel bites back, baby. Okay. And if she doesn't bite back through her daughter, you're going to see it one way or another. The same thing with women. You know, a daughter of Jezebel is going to always be able to shine amongst her haters. Period. Jezebel is going to always allow you to shine amongst your haters if you're in the presence of other women who are just jealous, the hairhead hyenas who are just jealous, and your Jezebel is just sitting over there, venerated, pretty, gorgeous. Oh, Jezebel is going to make sure that you get the attention that you deserve in the presence of your enemies. May your cup runneth over, and may your enemies may not be able to pick up a sip. Now, ladies and some gents, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be reminded every time that I post, and I will definitely be back with another video. See you next time.